welcome back to my channel. I am eca.fairy and I want to wish you happy holiday season. We are fastly approaching Christmas, which means Christmas makeup looks. And what better palettes to use than these ones from Too Faced. This is the cutest, most aesthetic, vintage looking Let It Snow Globes Too Faced set. Contains 3 makeup palettes, from which today we are going to explore this one. This is the Taste of Christmas palette and it's going to help us get this really beautiful look. And look how pretty the colors are. I'm priming my eyelids using this NYX HD Studio Photogenic Primer. This is the best eyeshadow base that I own. It's sort of sticky, so perfect for more intricate look, while also being very neutralizing. And it makes such a difference when it comes to how long my eyeshadow look lasts. The Urban Decay primer is also really good as well, but right now I have this and I'm loving it. Because we only have 2 or 3 matte colors if you also consider the pink one, which I think is intended as a blush. We only have Marshmallow and Panettone as the matte shadows. So we're going to have to make them work and therefore blend them together. And first of all, I want to take Marshmallow. This is a really light beige as I can see it. And I'm using this Real Techniques brush. This is the brow highlighter. I find that it works really well to work on your mobile lid as well. I'm applying it starting from the inner corner in order to illuminate the eye. And it's more of a base because the look in itself, seeing that we have so many shimmers, it's going to be a bit non-traditional and we're going to use most of them. Now, I am fully aware that the 2015 beauty community would never agree with me just putting literal shimmer on my eyes, but it's good that we're not back then anymore and now we can really experiment and have fun with makeup the way we want. While still, of course, keeping some makeup non-negotiables. You're probably supposed to use all these palettes together, but I feel like each of them can make a look on its own, which is why I'm using them separately. Plus, I'm pretty sure you can just gift one to one person and the rest to other people or so on, in which case you would need to be able to make a look with just one of them. Now with the Instapop crease brush from Real Techniques as well, I'm taking Panettone. This is a cold brown and it's not necessarily too dark. Yes, it's literally perfect and so beautiful. And look at how well the pigment already blends. Like, I instantly put it on my lid and look how well it blends out. This is what I love, and I mean absolutely love about Too Faced products, especially with their eye palettes. I feel like they are probably my favorite palettes in the whole world. And if you've been watching my channel, you know how often I use the Natural Eyes palette because I literally feel like I was made for that product, or that product was made for me. As you can see now, I'm sort of applying the product, slowly dragging it towards my inner corner as well, but just in the crease to create the impression of bigger eyes. Be patient when blending, especially if you only have access to darker colors like I do, because I had nothing to apply prior to this that would resemble my skin tone better, or you know, a softer brown, a lighter brown. I would have needed that, and I'm pretty sure there are in the other palettes, but now that I chose this challenge, we're going through with it. Now, in order to actually blend this out better, I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is the medium shadow brush, and start blending this side of my eye. Now, I really hope this doesn't turn out too dramatic because I intended a soft Christmas look. And honestly, you know, for a Christmas party, for a Christmas gathering, for a Christmas Eve event as well, I feel like these palettes are so cool. Because I always get into this shimmery state of mind whenever the holidays approach. After so much blending, a well-deserved tea break. I chose the gingerbread palette for this look today because it matches the mug that I'm drinking my winter tea from. This is Marzipan Kisses from Demers. I really recommend it. The flavor is amazing and so cozy. And now we are going to start with the shimmers, which is going to be the best and most fun part of the look. And for that, I recommend you get this type of flat brush. You can also use this type of flat brush. I know some people apply shimmer with normal, non-flat, fluffy brushes, but I feel like that picks up more of the glittery part of the shimmer and leaves it less shiny on your eyelid. While using this type of flat brush kind of activates the shimmer. Like, in my head, this is a real distinction and I can truly see it when I'm applying makeup, you know, the difference between these two techniques, these two two types of brushes, but you know, you do you. And if you haven't tried it yet, I really recommend you do, because I feel like the shimmer is more powerful that way. And if you only own one flat brush like this one, don't worry, just start with the lightest shade first, and I'm going to do that as well in order to be able to fully blend them in and to also help those of you who only own one of these. As you can see, the shimmer offer here is amazing, is exquisite. And normally I would just use the more neutral shades because I'm a bit safe like that. But because it's Christmas, because it's holiday season, we are going to be a bit more adventurous. And I'm going to make a soft transition between Ginger Snap, Plum Pudding, Gumdrop, and Licorice Twist. These two are also really pretty shades, and actually Sleigh Bells really inspired me for a more icy look, but we want this one to be warm and inviting. First of all, I'm picking up Ginger Snapped, which I feel like is going to be a really good inner corner highlighter. So first I'm going to be applying it here. Yes, just like I thought, this is really pretty, and see how much of a difference it already makes on the eye. The quality of these shimmers is unmatched, and of this eyeshadow palette in general, I'm really enjoying this. And as you can see, there's no fallout, everything stays in place perfectly. Now with the same shimmer, I also want to sort of illuminate my brow bone. I'm using the same brush, but I'm really careful to blend it out better. For the colorful fun, I am picking up Plum Pudding. While picking this up, I can see that this feels more like a metallic eyeshadow, which I haven't seen in such a long time. I feel like they just disappeared, you know, a few years ago. Nobody really made metallic eyeshadows anymore, or maybe I just didn't see them anymore, but this is so fun and pretty. So now, exactly from where my eyelid starts moving, I'm starting to apply this, and I feel like it blends in so well with the brown eyeshadow that we have been using. And I'm applying it until like the half of my eye, because here we're going to start with Gumdrop. Gumdrop is going to go around here, and I feel like all these colors just go in perfectly with each other, like this pink with the brown, with everything. Maybe I made the base a bit too dark because you can't really see the pink as you can see it on my hand, and I would have liked that, but it's okay. I'm just going to apply a bit more. Even though it's not as hot as this pink, it's more of a sheer look on my eye, I still really enjoy it. It looks really beautiful. And this really reminds me why I used to love shimmery looks, even though of course I had my only matte period. I had my only matte era. I really used to love shimmers a while ago, and the way that you could just play with the looks and make them look so colorful and pretty. Shimmers, for example, in this look are way better than just using the same color but in matte version, because matte colors usually tend to be a bit more blocky and a bit harder to blend. As you can see, with shimmers, the pink and the purple blended without me even trying to. To finish the mobile lid part, we are going in with Licorice Twist. And now I'm applying the shimmer right here. I know, kind of blending it in the outer corner, which is not a traditional choice, but this is really pretty. It really complements the look, because we still have two shimmers that we haven't used, and I really love using a whole palette, especially with this type of tutorial. I'm thinking of adding them to our lower lash line, because again, I know not necessarily a traditional choice. I feel like they would look really pretty and bring out the rest of the eye makeup. And because I want to keep the look on the waterline really soft and thin, we are going to use this brush. This is the winged liner brush by Real Techniques, and in the inner corner here I'm going to use Sleigh Bells. This is icy and very silvery, and you cannot even really tell that it's there. It just catches the light very beautifully. So this would be a really cool hack even for a non-holiday makeup. And now for the rest of my waterline, I was thinking of using the last shade, which is this one, and I kept reading it in my head as Sugar Carousel for some reason, but it says Sugar Streusel. I don't know if this is supposed to be German or not. I don't know what that means, but we're going to use it. The Sugar Carousel, as my brain prefers to rename it. And for this palette, you can actually make so many looks out of it, but if you want to use it up to its maximum capacity, you can get really neutral looks using the base that I did, and then using these shades, the Sleigh Bells or Carousel, I don't know, and Ginger Snapped. I feel like these are very neutral. And then if you want a more fun look like I did here, you can go in with Gumdrop and Plum Pudding, and look how pretty they are. I got so excited about the face makeup now because we're going to use this pink macaron shade for the blush, and I almost forgot to do mascara. And of course we're using the Better Than Sex, also by Too Faced. It's not exactly a coincidence that this is also better than any other mascara I have ever tried. A few months ago I was telling you how having so many testers makes me curious about trying new makeup, and I decided to use most of my makeup testers in tutorials that I make for you guys, because that way we can all discover some really cool new great products. So today I want to try one of these primers from Makeup Forever. The first one is a pore minimizer, the second one is a hydra booster, and the third one is a redness corrector. Now obviously you would use this one probably just on the areas that really need some redness correction. So today, because I also forgot to apply moisturizer, I'm going to use the middle one, the hydra booster, because it's also orange, and I feel like my face needs a bit of the orange undertone. So this is a perfecting and softening base. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use the whole product in one go, so I'm not going to apply it all at once, just small bits. Or maybe this is like a portion, like a serving of makeup, I'm not sure. It smells really good and it really melts in my skin, exactly like a moisturizer, with the, of course, added benefit of it being a primer. But the scent of this, I usually don't like scented products, as you know, or I feel like the scent is too harsh, but this primer smells so good. I'm actually so surprised. So usually after trying out a new product on a video like this for you guys, I also tell you my verdict, and it's usually I like this product, I might purchase it, but with this Makeup Forever primer, I love it. Like, I seriously, genuinely enjoy this primer so much. I'm actually going to check right now if they still sell it, because I'm pretty sure this tester is pretty old, but I have to know because this makes my skin feel so nice. Okay, yes, the Hydra Booster, this is the Hydra Booster, and it's sold out in Sephora, but maybe the bigger version. Yes, this one is still available. As you can see, I don't know if you can see my screen, but the Hydra Booster primer by Makeup Forever is still a thing, and I'm definitely purchasing this, like, in my literal next Sephora order, because this is so good. Moving on to the rest of the testers that I prepared for today, we're now going to try some new foundation. This is the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever foundation. I'm going to use the lightest shade, which is 20N. As a disclaimer, this might still look a bit orange on me, because this is what I have been experiencing with most foundations that I'm trying out from testers. I don't know if it's a me issue or if they are generally a bit darker. I'm literally not sure. Like, they look a bit orange, they look a bit yellowish on me. Like, for example, looking at this, I just know it's going to be a bit too dark. It also depends on how the camera picks it up, so I might be in luck. But yes, as I was saying, this is kind of yellowish. Like, this is not neutral. I don't know what the deal is, but it's blending out pretty nicely. I have to give it that. And my face smells so nice from the Makeup Forever primer. Now, lately I haven't really seen people talk about Makeup Forever, and I'm really curious, like, what happened? Did we just forget about the brand altogether? Like, what's going on? The shade is not necessarily way too dark. It adds this kind of bronzed up hue to my face. I haven't used the Sephora Collection foundation in a while. Like, I haven't tried it from the testers, but I know they constantly release new products and I'm pretty interested. Like, are they good? If you have been trying them out, please let me know down in the comments. Maybe other people watching this video are curious as well what your thoughts are. As a final impression for this foundation, it's a bit too dark for me. It looks a bit yellow on my face, but not necessarily in a bad way. I mean, if you don't really know me and you don't see my neck, you wouldn't think that anything is wrong. But now, especially in winter, I'm especially getting paler, I feel. I was going to suggest we bronze with the by Benefit, but I got curious about this middle shade right here. This is the 25N. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I sometimes use the next shade to the one I applied as not necessarily a bronzer or a contouring, like kind of both of them at the same time. And I'm picking up a small bit and using this to contour my face. Still, I'm not using too much, like I'm not finishing the tester or anything. I'm just applying it in like key parts of my face. And now, because I forgot earlier, I'm going to apply this eyebrow mascara from Benefit. I'm pretty sure this is shade 3, but the writing on it kind of disappeared, so I'm not sure, but I'm pretty convinced it's shade 3. See how instantly that added so much definition to my eyebrows, because that's an aspect that I really lack at. Moving on, I also want to conceal our under eye area, so we're going to use this tester. Now this is a bit more obscure because I'm not sure what the brand of this is. It might be for a collection again, but I'm not sure because I threw out the cardboard thing that it came in. But this is shade 22 Natural Clear Light, whatever, if that helps anybody. But if you cannot identify the product, like, but I still want to use it, you know, just to not keep seeing it there because I have no idea what is it from. I'm going to apply it with a small beauty blender, and now yes, I have to look this way like this, which I apologize about because I know I look weird when I do this, but I have no other way. But wow, that was actually really nice. Like, this product, I am actually mad that I don't know. This is very high coverage. Like, this is intense. I don't know if you can see it on camera, like the difference. And I'm going to do this eye like this so you can see better. Now, of course, I'm using more concealer than I would usually do if I were to go outside with this look, because it's all about the way the camera picks it up. Because we finally have baking powder again after like a month of me not owning any product from this category. We have the Huda Beauty Baby Bake. This is the shade Cherry Blossom Cake, and I'm pretty sure this is like the most popular shade. This is actually pretty fun because you're supposed to twist it and out comes this. And you will see how this instantly illuminates everything, how it literally bakes your makeup. This is the best invention ever. And for those of you who don't want to use filters but would still like to get the filter effect, try this powder. I'm serious, this is literally so good. Now we're going to let it sit for a few minutes and we're doing the blush. Returning to this really beautiful palette feels so nice. We are using Pink Macaron. I think this is a very girly, very princessy pink, so I'm excited. Just like I thought, this is so beautiful. This is a cool toned pink, but it looks extremely pretty. And now with the fluffiest brush you have, we just dust off the excess powder. The lip makeup, because I want something glowy, glossy, fun, and really hydrating. Because my skin is so dry because it's so cold outside, we are going to use the Gizu lip oil. This is the Strawberry Sorbet. And I know that the scent is not exactly screaming winter, but the color to me is, so we are going to apply it to hydrate our lips, and the color is really pretty. This is impossibly glowy and pretty. This has been the Taste of Christmas palette, or as I like to call it, the gingerbread palette. And I had so much fun doing this makeup, which I feel like is so cute for a Christmas party or any kind of Christmas event in general. And now that the holidays are here, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned, as this set also contains 2 more palettes we haven't tried yet, but we're going to in the weeks that follow, which we're creating more Christmas themed looks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you fairies next time. Bye!